I survived my first K-pop concert, animated recap. It took me 2 years to finally make it happen, but I saw my first ever K-pop concert this past weekend, and let me tell you, it was pure chaos. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm here to teach you English through real English. You know, authentic, natural, sometimes even ugly, real English. That's what we use here. So let's start with the most important part of any concert, screaming your lungs out for your favorite artists. This is something I've done plenty of times before at anime conventions in the US, but apparently it's a little different in Korea. So if you want to scream at the top of your lungs, you have to wait until the lights go down low and then you can go wild. In the meantime, you kind of just like hold it in or whisper scream. It's a very, very hard skill to master. When I realized that they were playing one of my favorite songs, I got so excited I started jumping up and down. But turns out that's also a big no-no because people might fall over. So instead, you have to do this weird like squat jump thing, like it's a very specific move. Once I got the hang of it though, it was amazing. All the K-pop fans around me knew all the words, and they were singing along at the top of their lungs. I was actually really surprised that there weren't more fan chants during the show. The only time I really heard them was when the artist I was seeing said 감사합니다, which means thank you, and the whole audience responded with a loud chant of 감사합니다. Other than that, I didn't hear any fan chants. So yeah, definitely a bit different from what I'm used to at concerts back home. The thing that really made me feel like an outsider at the concert was when they announced a photo op with the artists after the show. Now, in the US, when an artist does a photo op, it usually means they're going to take a picture with some lucky fans. But in Korea, oh no. They basically kick everybody out of the stadium and then let the fan club members come up on stage and take photos. And I guess the whole purpose is to get an official, nice photo of the artists with their fans. At least that's what I think happened because I couldn't see anything since I was so far away. Honestly, I was pretty bummed about not being able to take a photo with them. I mean, I had my outfit planned out for weeks, and I wanted to look cute. But turns out, I wasn't the only one disappointed. A friend who has been to many K-pop concerts in the past said that photo ops are EMD what they used to be. According to her, nowadays artists don't even acknowledge the fans during the photo op. Apparently, they just stand there awkwardly while the fans scream and wave their light sticks. She said, it's just a very uncomfortable atmosphere. Yeah. I would imagine it does a lot of pressure to just stand there and smile and wave and like make eye contact with everyone. But still, I really wanted that cute photo. Oh, well, maybe next time. Something else that was really confusing was the merch line. So at concerts in America, you usually wait in line to get cool things like a t-shirt or a poster or maybe some snacks. But at this concert, I just saw a bunch of people running around the building like headless chickens holding these colorful balloons. And I was like, what is going on? What are those balloons? Then someone told me it's like a reservation system. Basically, you buy the balloon and then you can exchange it for whatever item you want. I thought, okay, I need a plan. So I bought a couple balloons and then I waited in line to get some official concert goods. That's when I learned another important lesson. There are different lines for different merch. So you can't just go up to the poster table with your balloon. I had to go to a completely separate table to get my official t-shirt, which was super duper long. Then I went to the poster table and I gave them my balloon and they gave me my poster. But then I needed to go back to the t-shirt table to finish my order. So overall, the merch situation was just super hectic. I didn't even end up buying anything because the line was too long. Yeah, I know, it sounds kind of ridiculous, but trust me, it was total chaos. Another chaotic thing was the food. Now, I'm no stranger to food trucks. In fact, I love them. I love how convenient they are and I love the variety of food they offer. But I hate waiting in long lines for mediocre food. And that's exactly what I had to do at this concert. Maybe it's because it was my first time going to a K-pop concert, and I didn't know what to expect. But I was shocked at how long the food truck lines were. I remember thinking, wow, I hope my ramen doesn't get cold. Well, it did. Now, the saving grace of this entire experience was my friend Mina. She's been to way too many concerts to count, and she pretty much knew what to expect. If I didn't have her by my side, I honestly have no idea how I would have survived. Not only did she help me navigate the subway, but she also bought me food and merch and basically held my hand through the whole experience. In the end, I am so happy I experienced my first ever K-pop concert. I've been a fan of K-pop for 9 years now, and I can finally check this off my bucket list. Although there were a few bumps along the way, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Okay, so I want to talk about some of the other things I noticed at the concert that you should prepare for if you go in to see a K-pop concert for the first time. No. 1. Bring cash and a credit card. I always recommend bringing cash whenever you travel, especially if you're going to a concert. But I was surprised to learn that there were so many food stalls and merch booths at the K-pop concert I went to. I ended up spending more money than I expected on food and merch, which was totally worth it. So yeah, prepare your wallet. No. 2. Bring a portable charger. This is something I'm always guilty of forgetting, but it's so important. If you want to take videos and pictures at the concert, you're going to want a fully charged phone. No one wants a dead phone at a concert. And speaking of videos and pictures, number 3, bring a tripod. I unfortunately left mine at home, but a lot of people were using them. So if you want to get some nice B-roll of the concert, bring a tripod. Number 4, bring your whole patience. So yeah, you gotta be patient. It's gonna be crowded, it's gonna be loud, but it's all worth it in the end. Just relax and enjoy the music. And number 5, most importantly, bring your inner child. This is something I've talked about before, but concerts are all about having fun and letting loose. So leave your worries at the door and just enjoy the music. Okay, that's it for this week's video. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to a K-pop concert before. And if you want to support this channel, please consider becoming a member. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.